did want to also make a bit of an energy work for you. So there's been this thing that I've been doing, I would call it almost like spiritual alchemy. How this is going to work, you can either repeat this after me whenever you're doing this, or you can just choose to receive the transmission that I'm giving here. And I'm going to be using my hands a lot. I'm also going to be using some of my tools. So I've got this little selenite wand, and then I also got an obsidian, because we're going to do some cord cutting, baby. So this happened as naturally as it will. Gonna let my guidance of pure light through. And if you're doing this with me, you want to your high heart, your pure, divine high heart center, into the depths of your soul, and invite in your higher levels, your guides, your higher self, I am presence, whatever you want to call on for this first part. Personally, I like to call in and call forth myself, my multidimensional self of the purest template, as well as my oversoul of the purest light. And I invite in my guides, template, archangels of the purest templates, and my star beings, my star families of the purest light. Thank you for joining us. And we'll get into the exercise itself. So if you're doing this with me, focus on again into that heart center, that high heart center, allowing it to connect to the core of the multidimensional earth, the ascended earth, the ascended light of Gaia. Heart. Allow channel of light to also connect to the multidimensional core of the sun of our solar system, of the pure light consciousness of the sun. And just let that connection be strong as it can be. Just receive this pure light codes of the sun, pure light. Also connect to different star systems. If you're connected to Andromeda, Pleiades, whatever, you can do that now. And if you don't have any of those, you might as well just connect to the source itself, to the source of all that is, where all has begun its creation. And if you do, I feel the need to say this, if you do connect to different star systems, constellations and stars, connect to the pure light of those systems and those energetics. Now that we are all connected into all points of consciousness that are relevant to us, multidimensional earth, our heart, our sun of this solar system, our stars, allow for the pure light in your heart to just expand into your whole body, your entire energetic system, in your physical body, in your emotional and mental bodies, your astral bodies, spiritual bodies, all of those energetic layers. Allow those layers of energy to be purified. release all density that limits your consciousness. Release all density, all this, all. And allowing in that purification process to expand on all of your energy fields. And I'm transmitting some of these purifying rays of light, purifying fire. It's purifying into your energy field. It's also in me, of course. Just purifying any mental, like thought forms, the mental fields, those type of things. If there's anything that's like our thoughts, let's just purify that. Just get that mental clutter. And what I would recommend after this is to time offline, or if you feel like you can't be completely offline, at least have like 4 music on the background, because that's going to help you hold the energy field clear. Or 528, that's also a really good one. Those are the ones that I would recommend for like after this session. The best thing would be to, not be online at all for a while, at least like 30 minutes. Allow this purification to like really happen. I also had my obsidian here, so this is just for cord cutting, like deep cords, you know. This can happen like if you get like really involved with some people, like really attached, and it isn't always like even just being deeply involved with people isn't always a negative thing, but sometimes there can be draining cords that happen in the situation. So especially if you have been for example, if you have been in a relationship and then you break up with that person, and because that involvement was so deep, it caused cords, and those draining cords, I'm just gonna cut them with this obsidian. I use those things because sometimes I get psychic attacks. So if you have been dealing with psychic attacks, this will also help with that. Cutting cords, especially if you are a starseed and you have like very nasty psychic attacks, it's gonna transmit cutting off all of those cords from those situations. Whether they are people, whether they are interdimensional beings, whether they are ghosts. We're in the spooky season, so if a ghost is draining you, goodbye. Goodbye to that ghost. Let's cut some cords. Let's do it. Oh yeah, there we go. And especially if there is any in the head area or the mental area or heart. Let's do the heart also. Sometimes some cords kind of wrap around the heart, and then that has to be cut as well. And to get these like around my shoulders sometimes, so I'm also transmitting this to you if you're just watching this, like just listening and watching, you know. And there we are. I also want to do a little seal, kind of a protective layer. So sending you a protective layer to your energy field of pure angelic light. I work with the angelic light quite a bit, and that is a very effective protection method. And it has an interesting effect. Like, that's probably why I've been feeling so soft recently. Like a softy, but a powerful softy, not too fragile. Because the angelic energy is so, like, it's so strong and still so loving and protective. And with all peace and harmony. So it is. That was very nice. If you are watching, if you are subscribed, you can say things and things you want to. Other than that, that's the energy work, and really enjoyed doing that. I really do enjoy doing this. I have done these type of things to my friends, and it's always so enjoyable. And if you do want to get a customized one just for you, my website is inspiringalien.com. You can go and check that out.